It seems like whenever you dump someone, there's always allegations that they're gonna put against you. People don't want to just walk away, especially when they're in the public eye. We just made a video recently of this girl was cheating on this guy with a cousin. Now she's back with allegations. So let's see what's up with it.
Kathelina, there's no way out of this one. I'm sorry, but you're done. You're finished. So apparently, Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth. But honestly, Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth, but the whole video's fucking lies. So how the fuck does that work? I'm not gonna lie, Kat, you fucked with the wrong one. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will sit here and fucking lie on my fucking name, bruh. Hell nah. Alright, so the demon has dropped the video My Truth. For whatever fucking reason, it has 2.8 thousand likes. Y'all niggas are sick.
Whatever someone says, my truth, uh, sometimes there's always lies involved. Just know that they're gonna try to make up some stories. I'm not saying that we shouldn't believe everybody, but we need to be very, very, very careful before we decide to believe everything that people say.
Sick in the head. Y'all niggas really let yourself get manipulated by this demon, bro. By this fucking demon. Let's get into it.
Hello everyone, I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect.
All right, I'm sorry for fucking. You know what? I'm sorry.
Oh, our guy is still hurt, man. I think like the wound is still open, man. You can just hear the way he's talking.
Sorry for cheating on you with my cousin, but our relationship wasn't perfect, so that's the reason why I did so. I'm sorry for sending my cousin pictures of my ass, titties, and fucking cooch on your living room couch and in your restroom and on my bed, but you know what? Because our relationship wasn't okay, that excuses it. I'm sorry that you had to find my cousin's cock in my camera roll, but you know what? It's okay because our relationship wasn't okay in the first place. And that right there is the work of the reputation saver that you was emailing and your fucking YouTube manager told me about, bruh. He told me that the moment I exposed you, that you was emailing people trying to figure out ways how to come back from this shit, bruh. You was emailing people discussing ways on how to just push the whole cousin freakery aside and just bring something new to light. And it's like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, you really gonna try to ruin me because you got caught cheating on your cousin. I'm innocent. I didn't do shit. But you know what? I'm gonna watch the video and hear what you gotta say.
As it may seem. I lost myself in our relationship and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I
F these, man. Like I feel like every time when the relationships end and people don't want to take accountability, the story always starts the same. I lost myself. Like it's always trying to twist so that you don't take accountability to try to shift the blame. Like I don't know any relationship or marriage that's perfect. And just because it ends doesn't necessarily mean that now you must try to destroy the other person's reputation. You know, to me, it actually shows more about the type of person that you are. It's no point exposing what was happening in the relationship unless if there was abuse, which 9 times out of 10 people always go to that. It's almost like a secret compartment that every time when the relationship ends, they just pull out and say that this person was abusing me, whether financial, physical, emotional, you name it.
did, I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around.
Okay, all right, yeah, we get that.
Help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route and I deeply regret it. But there's more to my story and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name. And I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing.
It was a shared note. Bro, on Apple phones, you share a note to somebody. You collaborate on a note. Both people, you have to literally like damn near like accept that shit. Am I tripping? It's a shared note. I went through your notes app and that shit was there. You have a bucket list with your cousin, bro. Like, come on, bro. Some of the stuff that's on there doesn't even make sense if he wrote it from his point of view. The internet is not that stupid.
In any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false.
Hey, first of all, hold on. First of all, there's clips on the internet of you literally admitting, confessing your love for your cousin.
But back when I was like, I don't even know the age, to be honest. I was young. I was just hitting puberty. Me and my cousin,
L story, yep, get
we
to the
kind of had a
point.
thing. We kind of had a thing.
I like this guy. He actually come with receipts, cause most times when people are trying to point us to be the people that we are not, most times we don't even have anything to fight back. It's just our word, and people on the internet, they may choose to believe you or not, but our guy actually has receipts so that he can actually stand his ground. So I like this. I like this type of presentation where you don't just go ahead and expose someone for doing something, but you can actually back it up and prove it, Because women are very manipulative, man. They are very manipulative. And one thing that you should know, as long as you're not the author of the story, you're always going to be the bad guy. So she's always going to try to point you to being the bad guy and trying to say that you did what, you are lying, and 9 times out of 10, people are gonna believe the woman because at the end of the day, they are women, they're fragile. Sometimes I feel like women are not treated as human, they are treated as people who can never do wrong, which is not right.
Going. But like, it was kind of one-sided though. It was more so me. But like, I remember like, I had a big crush on this nigga because we were best friends. And at the time, being best friends with a guy when I'm just hitting puberty and like my hormones are a little bit like peaking, you know what I'm saying? I kind of associated him with that.
Literally, like, I'm talking about, I don't know how old this clip was, last year, 2 years ago, but we've been dating for 2 years and some change, and you're on stream talking about how you have feelings for your cousins. You found him attractive when I was younger. You don't know if it was your hormones taking over, but now the fact that you cheated on me with your cousin, this means that every single time you told me that you left to go hang out with your family, that you left to Kentucky to go stream at this the biggest world fucking roller coaster in the world, you was with your cousin. Because I have proof of that too. Like, you was in the hotel room with your cousin. You kept on telling me you was going on these trips. You went to Puerto Rico with your cousin. You went everywhere with your cousin. And it's like, bruh, like, but you only cheated on me recently, right? This only happened last month, right? Okay. But I guess you just get to excuse that, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is like manipulation, top tier rage bait or what, but okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep on listening to what you gotta say, all right?
False, because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend, and it's completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about
First of all, even though I'm in the right 100% for leaving you and talking about how I feel because you cheated on me with your cousin, your parents were literally calling me and threatening me to delete that video because I don't know, they were threatening me with so much stuff that was just so
Yeah, I think that's wrong. Like, as a parent, like, you can't go around threatening people just because your offspring decided to do something wrong. And now, because they're getting exposed, now you have to go around threatening people. That's wrong, man. Grow up. Like, you're already grown up. Like, behave like grown-ups. You can't go around threatening kids, man. Like, that's just wrong in so many levels. Like, what you need to teach your kids about accountability. Your kids are not gonna be able to grow up and be able to behave like civilized human beings if you're always going around every time when they do wrong, you want to save them. Sometimes you need to let them learn so that they can learn in terms of this is how life is. This is, if you behave this way, these are the consequences. I think that's just wrong from the parent side.
uncalled for, and I don't know, it just seems like they're more biased to you than what's actually going on. Like, I think the fact that you're making this video right now, and I don't know, man. Let me just keep watching the video, bro.
extreme that my ex was on, where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him.
Bro. Like, it's honestly crazy how much, like, bro, I've never been in a situation like this, but bro, girls are really like manipulators, bro. And I wish I had iCloud Pro or iCloud Plus, bro, because I'm scrolling through my phone trying to bring the proof. This girl literally would make excuses not to post me because her fucking fan base was majority guys. She kept on telling me that she had a lot of mods that would gift her subs and she would use them, bruh. She would literally use y'all, bruh. She would literally take y'all money and fucking, I don't know what type of operation she had going on, but bro, she didn't want to post me because of all her male fans. She didn't want to talk about me. I ain't gonna lie, we broke up like 5+ times in our whole relationship, and 99.9% of the times we broke up, she ran to the internet to talk about the breakup, to talk about whatever happened. And it's just,
My guy, if you are breaking up with someone up to 5 times, I think that's a sign that, yeah, you need to let it go, man. I think that's a sign that you need to put the fries in the bag. You are supposed to walk away, like, otherwise maybe you wouldn't be involved in this type of scenario, which means that there's something that was definitely wrong throughout the entire relationship that was making you guys to continuously break up and get back together, break up and get back together 5 times. I would understand maybe 2 times or 3 times. Fool me once, fool me again, 5 times. Nah, man, like, I think this is the point where you also have to take accountability that you were actually involved in this whole thing. Like, the signs were there, but you chose to ignore them because you love this chick so much. And in terms of relationship, one thing you should know that love is never enough. Sometimes you have to vouch a person based on their actions throughout the relationship. That will determine whether you should stay with this person or not.
so weird, bro. But the moment I do, when you actually do something insane, like cheated on me with your cousin, I'm the bad guy. Like, I'm the bad guy.
Because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it.
Like I said, she did not want the internet to know that she had a boyfriend because it would make her lose followers. She kept on telling me that, and I wish I had screenshots from when, bro. I don't know what's going on my iCloud. I'm trying to get messages from like early 2024 to 23, but I can't, bro. But I promise y'all, she would not want to post me. You could go on her page. She never had videos of me. It was always me, bro. I literally kept on telling her, why don't you post me? Why don't you post me? And she confessed this one time saying, my followers are majority males. They would unfollow me. I would lose all my followers, etc., etc., etc. She's sick in the head, bro.
Next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because
all right, so first of all, this was like 5 days before I posted my video, and basically what happened was she kept on blowing up my phone, spamming my phone, no caller ID, text messages, calling my friends, and kept on saying, can I get back with you? Can we please work this out? I'm going insane. I'm going to, manipulation words to get me to fucking give her attention, because I was trying my hardest to just move forward in life. I caught her cheating. I'm trying to move forward, but she's blowing up my phone, trying to just get my attention, saying she's gonna do this. Even when she was going to the hospital, she was like, I'm leaving. And then she was calling me in the hospital.
Okay, I think now I have a bit of context in relation to the parents threatening this guy. I think now I have a bit of understanding in terms of why they reacted that way, because this girl apparently now she had to go to a mental institution because she was threatening to unalive herself. So obviously, if I'm the parent, I'm gonna get upset if I know that you're the one who's causing this thing. So I think I'll need to take back in terms of what I said in terms of the parents, because now I have a bit of understanding in terms of what they were going through at the background.
Bruh, And I talked to her parents. Her parents said that she only had like 3 calls or whatever. She kept on spamming me on the hospital phone, bro. Like, bro.
I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself.
And then the moment she got out, she literally posted it on the internet. That's a personal thing that nobody had to know. But because you want to go ahead and post it on the internet, you want to gain sympathy. Before, it's like you almost knew that I was going to expose you for cheating on me with your cousin. Because why are you going to the internet about you being in a facility? If you're really trying to like fix your head and get yourself right, why are you trying to sympathy farm online by posting yourself in the facility talking about, for the past couple of days, I just came out because I tried to do this and that. Like, bro, that's sympathy farming. That's not something that needs to be on the internet. And I don't know what else to say, bro.
Or anybody else. I want to say to Snow Cone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship.
What did I say? Abuse. I know. We know the script now. We know the script now. Just know that if you're a guy and you end a relationship with a woman, you're always gonna be abusive. That one is always getting thrown around. I think there needs to be some sort of law where if you can prove that this person is lying and you can sue, or that person can actually get jail time. Cause this is like a defamation. Like it ruins your reputation. Cause as much as even if you are able to prove that this is incorrect, but there's a certain number of people who are still gonna remain thinking that no, we need to believe the lady based on whatever reasons that they have, and they'll never believe you. Like, I think this is something that we need to fight because I've seen it play out too many times. Every time ladies, like, they keep on saying there was abuse, and honestly, I'm tired of hearing it, especially when you hear it and you find out that it's false, and it's actually taking away from people who actually went through abuse in the relationship. Because everybody keeps on saying the same thing and they're lying, now the person who comes and they're actually telling the truth, people are not gonna believe it or take it serious.
Toxic and abusive. Toxic and abusive. This is what they always fucking do. You see how the shift went from, I'm sorry for sending my cousin nudes, I'm sorry that you had to walk in on me showing my bare ass and my bare ass cheeks to my cousin on FaceTime, to me and my ex had a very toxic relationship and it was very abusive. But you know what? Let's see what I did. Let's see how abusive I was, right? Okay, let's see.
When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend. He was my first everything.
You stayed because that's all you... Bro, there were so many times where I tried to get away from you. But literally, at TwitchCon, bro, I was in LA with my boys, bro, and you was literally calling me, telling me that you was finna, and then, like, bro, like, I don't know, like, bro, I get soft around that. I get soft with that shit because, like, bro, I don't want to be responsible. I care about you. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. But when you're calling me, spamming me, saying you're gonna do that, bro, keep in mind, TwitchCon was in San Diego. I was in LA. She started saying she was gonna do that stuff, saying how sad she was. This was like when we broke up or whatever, back in like TwitchCon last year. And then I drove all the way from LA to San Diego because she kept on threatening to do that to herself. And then, bro, it's just a mess, bro. Like, I have tried to leave several times. Yes, this was a toxic relationship, but stop trying to put the blame on me. You did what you did, and now you're trying to change the narrative to make it seem like I was a toxic, abusive boyfriend. Like, how can you do that right now, bro?
Hey man, accountability is very tough. It's a very difficult pill to swallow, and some ladies just decide that they don't want to take any accountability. They rather shift the narrative and give people something to talk about. So now she's giving people something to talk about, to the fact that you were abusive, you were toxic. Hey man, like this lady is not a nice person, man. I can already tell you, she never loved you. I don't know what sort of thing you were doing, but you said that you were staying with her in the same house. Maybe that's why she was with you, but clearly this lady never loved you, my guy. There was some sort of benefit that she was getting. That's why she's even willing to tell such lies about you.
And I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story.
I met him when I was 18,
Okay.
just graduated high school and he was 21. First of all, you was a freshman in college and I just turned 21 and I was literally a junior in college, okay? Now, I don't even know why that, like you try to make it seem like I was, like, no, I did not mess with you before you were 18. I messed with you after. Once you were in college, bro, like, what's going on right now? Like, you're trying so hard to make me look weird and to shift the focus, but bro, stop it, bro. It's not gonna work, bro.
And our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me, because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to.
Hey, by the way, y'all notice how she's reading a script, right? Like, can y'all, like, I wish I could just zoom in on her eyes, these soulless, evil eyes, and just see the fucking script on her PC screen, bro. This is sickening, bro. Like, these niggas really emailed her talking about, we gonna save you. All you gotta do is sign your soul away. Her soul is gone, bro. She's reading off a script they orchestrated a whole story to bring me down. It's sick.
He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point.
Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, my God, these allegations are getting to be massive, man. Like, now she's actually starting to give allegations that can actually lead to a criminal case against you. Hey, man.
Yo, hold on.
My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues, and he would often use me as
Okay, no. First of all, I've never forced myself on her. I've never put my hands on her. I've never done any of the sort, my nigga. First of all, this girl was literally like, I don't know what's the word, like over sexual or like overly freaky. But bro, she literally would force me to drink. I've never drank.
This I have to say. Do you think it was weird of you to force me to smoke or drink? That's the guy. Change. Yeah, I never smoked a full blunt before. How often if you smoke? I smoked the last one. And smoke where I smoke a lot without you knowing for the past year.
Drink or smoke in my life until I met this girl. I have African parents and I don't fuck with that shit. I remember there was a time, she even forced me to get my matching tattoo. There was a time, I think it was at the tattoo shop or whatever. I was on a double date. It was me, her, and two girls. They were gay or whatever. And bro, she was getting on me because I told her I did not want to smoke and drink, bro. She was literally in the hallway crashing out on me because I did not want to smoke and drink. This girl was a bad influence, always trying to force me to smoke and drink every fucking time she seen me, bro. Because she didn't know how to do anything, process or have fun without that shit, bro. Like, I just don't fuck with that shit. I don't fuck with smoking or drinking, but, you know, I just thought, you know, she's my ex or whatever. At the time, she was my girl, whatever. I was like, you know what, bro? Fuck it, bro. She wants to do it, then fuck it, bro. I'm gonna do it with her. But I never did that shit just to do it, bro. I don't fuck with that shit.
An outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried.
I would punch things, my nigga. I've never punched shit. What are you talking about, bro? And yes, I ain't gonna lie, early back in the day, I did have like slight anger issues or whatever, but I would never touch her. I would never put my hands on her. But yes, this is already on the internet. Like, every single time we break up, she goes to the internet and talked about this shit. Like, she's talked about this already. So why is she bringing this up again to make me look bad? Like, we're not forgetting the fucking bucket list, bro. We're not forgetting how you fucking cheated on me with your cousin. But whatever, keep going.
He gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall. And
put you in a chokehold? Like, you're making me seem like I'm the fucking, like I'm a fucking devil. Put you in a chokehold? Does that, yo, like, anybody that knows me in real life, does that even sound like something I would do? You're telling me I would walk up to you and just fucking put you in a chokehold? What type of shit is that, bro? Like, nigga, I've never heard you say that shit ever. Like, where's the proof, bro? Like, how are you saying this with a straight face? This gotta be a script.
Scared, and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of.
Falsely accused. So,
my guy. Hey, she did her homework. Like, she doesn't want to accuse you of one thing. She wants to accuse you of every little thing that she can think of. And the worst part about this thing that we are missing, you see all these allegations that she's doing. If you have sponsors, they can potentially pull out even though the allegations are not true. Sometimes some platforms they can even end up demonetizing you because of these allegations. So this is very serious. Like if I were you, I would actually go and consult to a lawyer and see what are the potential legal ways that I can go after this girl so that she can stop this thing. Because this is very serious, and these are things that can actually stay with you for many, many, many years to come. I think you need to take this very serious, all these allegations. I think you need to deal with them in a criminal way, especially considering that you have a lot of proof that the things that she's doing is wrong. And I think go to someone to fix your iCloud and get all the other proofs, collect everything and put into one folder and send to your lawyer and let him know, and send also this video that this is what was happening, this is what I'm being accused of. How can I go, how can I deal with this? Because this is actually damaging my reputation.
You're about to falsely accuse me like every other girl does to niggas, bruh. Let's see what you got to say.
But at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking, and he forced himself onto me.
Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. Every single time we drank, she forced me to drink. She would always say, I want to see you blackout drunk. I want to see you drunk. I want you to just get loose and do whatever. But that's not the point. Because I've never forced myself onto you. Never. Every single time we did something, we had consent. You know why? You know why? Because you're the overly sexual one. I'm a nonchalant ass nigga. I'd be chilling in my own world. And I think that's what made you mad. I think that's what made you think I don't like you, because I'm not always trying to fuck. I'm not always trying to have sex because I believe there's more to just sex, bro. You're always, every single day. Like, bro, when we were long distance, we was literally cracking every single day, 2 times a day. In the moment I told her, I don't want to do it, I can't do it, she would gaslight me, say I don't love her. She would start crying. She would just force me, bruh. Like, bro. And then when she moved over here, obviously I see her every single day. So it's impossible to do that shit every single day. And I think that's what got in her head. And that's when she started saying stuff like, I thought you didn't like me no more. I thought you never touched me no more. And that's when I guess she cheated on me with her cousin. But I don't know. Like, that's just what she wants y'all to believe, bro. But I don't.
And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time,
like, come on, bro. Are you dead ass? You begged me to stop and I never... Bro, come on, bro.
He was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage.
Y'all seen how she just looked at the script?
Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted.
Let me see this. Okay, yes. Okay. So, Saturday, July 13th, okay? 2 days before your birthday. There's blood on the floor, right? There's no way out of this one. Tell me why July 18th, the same year, by the way, a couple days after your birthday, there's blood on the sheets and on the pillows. You know why? Because you're a freak and you always wanted me to crack. Always. Even when you was on, your period, that time of the month. You thought if I didn't do it, I would think of you as disgusting. I didn't love you. So you know what? That's when I
gotta give it to you, my guy. Like, the allegations that she's throwing around, these are career ending, and I can see that you have a certain level of proof to stand your ground. I think you did well. I think this is a lesson to everyone, especially when you are dating some ladies. I think you need to have some certain level of proof, because these ladies are gonna want to take everything from you. Like, one thing about ladies are not nice people. This is some devilish work. To be honest. This guy is young. They're both young, but she doesn't care. She wants to destroy you. Like, that's what she wants. She wants to destroy you. She wants to come for everything that you have. Like, if this whole streaming thing and YouTube thing doesn't work, she wants to destroy you to a point that you won't be able to get employed by any company. That's what she's doing. At least you have something to combat whatever that she keeps on pointing, which is not true.
Explored that, and we started doing that, and I always had consent because that's what you wanted. You liked doing vampire sex. So what's on the floor is not the results of me doing that to you. That's just consent and what we had going on. I would never force myself onto you. I always had consent. I had proof from you. You always expressed how you wanted to do it during that time of month. And we did. The proof is in the pudding, bruh. So you're telling me July 13th, you're telling me what, like fucking, cause this is a hotel, by the way. The sheets get changed. Shit gets clean. So you're telling me 13 to 18, 5 days later, I did it again? I did it again.
You just said something that's very important. I think because this is a hotel, if I was you, consult a lawyer and tell that lawyer in terms of what can we do to actually get the footage from the hotel so that you can use this as a supporting information. I think you need to start building a case, like just in case if her parents go to her and tell her that she needs to take legal action against you. I think you need to start building a case so that you can defend yourself because she's throwing some very serious allegations. And I can already tell you that there's some people who are going to be talking in her ear and telling her that she needs to take legal action. So I think you might expect something to come your way.
To you, I did the same exact thing I did on the 13th, on the 18th again to you. But aside from that, we broke up tons of times and she always ran to the internet. Why, if this really happened, why was this never a talking point in every single time you streamed once we broke up? It was always stuff like, oh, he would yell at me. Oh, something about the airport. He left me at the airport. Why was this never a topic? Why, matter of fact, why was this never brought to the police? Why is this only coming to the light now? I bet $100,000 that nobody in the world can say that you told them this. This is false. This is cap. And I know this is what the fucking reputation savers told you to look for. Any proof of fucking violence or SA. Like, you're sick and you're not gonna manipulate these people, bro. You're not gonna do that, bro. Fuck no.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I
Made it hard for you to leave, bro? What?
continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship.
This was like our first breakup, by the way. We have like 4 more where I broke up with her and whatever.
She printed it out. She printed everything out, man.
Where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoing.
By the way, this has nothing to do with you cheating on me with your cousin, by the way. This has to do with me trying to get you back after the first time we broke up because I had anger issues. And I agreed that I would yell a lot, but I've never put my hands on you. Never did that. Never.
He put me through in our relationship. I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings, and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was...
You know, there's this thing that happens, like, girls always act like they don't have brains. They always act like guys were the only ones who have a head and brains for thinking. They always act like they don't know how to think for themselves. Anything that they do in their relationship is forced. It's always the guy. So they always act like they don't have freedom to do anything. They act like when the relationship has ended, they were being treated like a slave, whereas the person chose to stay in that relationship. So, and in terms of the reasons that they're gonna give in terms of why they stay, they'll say that you were manipulative, you forced them to stay. Like, there's this thing that girls always try to portray themselves that they're not human. They are these people who are just easily controlled like a remote. It's wrong, man. Like, if there's any ladies who are busy watching these videos, please do better, man. Like, imagine someone is doing this to your son or to your relative or to your brother. How would you feel? Like, to be honest, how would you feel? Because it's so wrong, man. It's so wrong in so many levels, man. It, like, the way I see it, it's inhumane, man. Like, if there's any God that you believe in, man, you're gonna burn in hell, man. That's just my take, because I don't like it, man.
It was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't
What, nigga? What? You're the last person. Bro, hold on.
appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't
Everything I did was my choice. Everything I did was my choice. Are you fucking dead ass? You know how much money I spent on you and you're saying that was my choice? Bruh, I did everything for you. You got a car that didn't even fucking work. So you know what I did? I helped you take it to the shop and paid for everything. You missed flights that you were supposed to make on time. And because you were stranded at the airport, you know what you did? You called me so I could pay for those flights. But even if you didn't call me to pay for those flights, you had other people paying for you. Your mod manager, his name is X. I don't know who the fuck he is, but I would go to your Cash App and you had thousands sent to you. And meanwhile, I'm working my ass off. You had money on the side coming from this nigga, and you just don't even help. You just, I don't know what it went to or what you did with that money, but you just had money coming in from multiple other guys. And I'm guessing that's why you're saying that you didn't even fucking ask me to help you because you had money from other guys. The whole time you was asking me to buy you food, you asked me to buy you this, take you there, buy you flights, take you to Universal Studios, $2,000 trip, by the way, pay for everything, flights, everything. But okay, all right.
I believe a relationship should just be reduced to illicit expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video.
Bro, come on. Why are you playing the victim, my nigga? You talked about this on the internet when we broke up 1 year ago, bro. You're really trying so hard to bring up stuff that doesn't even correlate to you cheating on me with your cousin to make me look.
Yeah, I think I've heard enough. Wow, 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 wow. This girl is dangerous, man. This girl is dangerous. My guy, please stay away from ladies in a while. If I were you, I'm just gonna focus on myself. Stay away from ladies. I don't know in terms of your choices of the people that you choose to date, but hey, you were dating a demon, man. Like when the video started and you were busy saying, "Hey, she's a demon," I thought maybe you were just overreacting. But goddamn, by the things that she's saying about you, I believe that she's a real one. She's a real one. I'm only saying this because you actually have a proof to actually back up in terms of the things that she has said. And also, for me, I don't just go ahead and believe someone. I think you have to present something because I don't like this thing where because we're guys, we're always constantly getting blamed for things that we didn't do when a relationship is done. It's our fault. This video, in terms of her taking accountability, it's probably for the first 2 minutes. The rest of the video that's going, it's her trying to shift blame and busy throwing allegation after allegation, allegation after allegation. Girl, if you're watching this video, you need to do better, man. You need to do better. I'm disgusted by just what I'm hearing. It's not nice, man. It's not a good look at you. It's not a good look at you, especially all the things that you're saying. Hey, man, I've heard enough. This is too much for my brain. I think that's enough for me. And if you enjoy this type of content, don't forget to subscribe on your way out. Guys, I'm out.